Hi guys, I hope you're good. The Crick Boat Show is the largest canal boat festival in the world, and the highlight of many boat lovers' years. Unfortunately, the 2020 show was cancelled, but this year we returned to Crick, albeit virtually. How does a virtual boat show work, I hear you ask? Well, let's take a look. After registering for your free ticket on the website, you're taken to this homepage, showing everything available at the show. There are a number of videos available to watch, like this one on green boating.
Are we insulating our boats well enough? Are we using sustainable insulation materials?
On this page you can vote for your favourite canal and find out a bit more information on it. The front runner when I looked was the Shropshire Union, but I voted for the Lancaster. What's your favourite canal? The CRT had their own page with lots of videos, including this one from fellow boat tuber Stan Collymore.
So today we are on the Kennet and Avon Canal. That way behind me there is Bath, that way ahead of me there is Bradford and Avon, followed closely by London.
CRT National Boating Manager Matthew Simmons tells me how they found the move online.
Hello, I'm Matthew Simmons. I'm the National Boating Manager for the Canal and River Trust. And this year is a bit different for us, for Crick. Normally we'd be welcoming people into our marquee and talking to lots of different boaters and people interested in the waterways. There are some advantages to it being online. We've been able to share a lot more of the video content that shows the breadth and the width of the work that we do, both caring for the waterways but also encouraging people to enjoy and get well-being from them, but also protecting the heritage, the wildlife, and some of the more challenging tasks in maintaining waterways across 2,000 miles. But we've also been able to highlight lots of different places that you can visit virtually through our videos online without actually having to visit places, and hopefully when things get back to normal people will be able to get out and see those places. There's also lots of things about what children and families can do to enjoy the waterways as well. So there's been some advantages of that. We hope that next year we'll be back at Crick in person and be able to meet lots of people again and enjoy the great atmosphere of the Crick Boat Show.
One of the best things about Crick is getting to nose around all of the amazing boats, and although the show has moved online, this is still something you're able to do. There were a number of boats featured in the show, including this 70-foot wide beam by the New and Used Boat Company. I love the skylight and the reclaimed wood used in the interior. I'm still not a fan of wide beams for myself, but I know that lots of people will fall in love with this boat. Next up is Ayup by Braid Bar Boats. This boat features a hybrid engine, as do a few others in the show. I love the floor, as well as these hatch windows. They even have a dog, and these little touches are just beautiful. For those who fancy something a bit different, how about this Viking cruiser being shown by Tingdean Boats? Powered by an outboard engine and driven with a wheel rather than a tiller, this boat feels very different from a narrow boat, but would be lovely for a weekend away on the river. Knight's Narrowboats were showing this boat, which they're building, and is as yet unnamed. Someone is going to be very happy on board her. One of my favourite boats was Hunky Dory by ProMarine. Another hybrid boat, she's 61 feet long and has 6 berths. The interior is so up my street, and the boat is packed with modern features, including an incinerator toilet. Her owners tell me what the video doesn't show is just how happy Hunky Dory has made them. Usually at Crick you'd get to meet boat owners in person, as well as catch up with friends old and new, so it's a bit odd watching everything on a screen. But, as well as pre-recorded content, there were a series of live events throughout the show.
From the coronavirus, of course, with some sites having to sort of go into sort of spells of isolation as we had a positive test or some other sort of feedback from test and trace.
Another thing that I loved about Crick was looking around all of the stalls. This year, there were a number of companies exhibiting online. Let's go and speak to one of them.
My name is Stuart Austin, and my company that I'm a director of is ProMarine Finance Limited.
So I know that you saw my video where I was talking about marine mortgages, and that's what you guys offer?
Yeah, I thought it was, I've got to be honest, I thought it was a really good representation of financing options that were available to people looking to buy canal boats. A couple of the most common mistakes that people have, or misunderstandings they have about boat finance, is people using personal loans. And personal loans, from what we see when people come to see us, tend to be advertised at very low rates, but tend to be quite inaccessible. So you normally need to be a homeowner. You need to have a fixed residence. It's often a postcode lottery with algorithms that make underwriting decisions. And you know, we are a very different organisation providing marine mortgages for people buying boats.
Was I right in saying that you would only lend money to a boat that's going to be kept in a permanent moorings?
Well, if that was one of the things you said, no, we're happy to lend to people who want to be continuous cruisers, or people that have a fixed mooring, whether it be in a marina or a fixed other place of berth. For the last 12 months, we are the only marine mortgage provider financing liveaboards.
How long have you guys been in business?
So we've been financing, well, we've actually been in business myself now 30 years, but we've been financing boats for the last 10.
One of the things that a couple of my viewers asked was about insurance. So if they were to finance through yourselves, do they need a specific level of insurance cover? So
we probably wouldn't be too concerned about contents, but we'd certainly want it fully comprehensive. The only criteria that we require is that our interest as the lender gets noted on their policy.
Do you have any concerns that, you know, the people are just going to cruise off with the boat and not pay the money back?
My competitors do, and I think finance companies as a whole do, but that's all part of our credit checks and getting to know our customer, because we speak to everybody and we want to know why they're buying the boat, what they plan to do with it, their reasons behind, you know, where every boat is that they're financing. And so we do feel we get to know our customers pretty well. And so we haven't had that experience yet.
Another thing that I said in the video, correct me if this isn't true, was that two things: that you would have to have a 20% deposit, and also the interest rates tend to be higher.
All our boat surveys that we require include evaluation, and so we will only finance up to 80% of a boat's value or purchase price, whichever is the lower. The supermarkets and some of those other headline companies are offering credit cards and very low rate loans. And indeed, one of the banks we'd used to work with offered a personal loan facility that had a variety of interest rates according to their category of risk, which was based on an algorithm, and that interest rate would vary between an 8% rate and 20% rate, and where you fitted in between that was up to what the computer said. But their conversion rate was something in the region of 1%. So I understand they were taking about 100 million of applications a month, but they would only lend 1 million and approve 1 million. So the rejection rate was huge. And a lot of those companies would have credit limits of 10 grand, more if you were a homeowner, maybe 20 grand if you're a homeowner, and all the other points fall into place. So our rates are typically between 14 and 16%, and this is APR figures. But something we've just got, the biggest deal we're doing we'll complete on Monday now. The customer's gone with us, even though our rates as a headline rate APR are higher, because they can settle at no penalty. And when he calculated in what the settlement penalties were with our competitors, it pushed their lower rate, which I think was, believe it or not, 5%, to more than what we charge. Yeah, so Lorna, we're trying a special offer at the virtual Crick boat show, which is offering anybody who applies for a marine mortgage with us the opportunity to go and do a narrowboat skills course. And we've teamed up with a training company called the Narrowboat Skills Centre. And that is giving someone a 2-day Helms course at the Narrowboat Skills Centre. Or if they want one of their instructors come and do an own boat course, then we can do a 1-day own boat course. And the details are on our Crick show. And if someone doesn't want to do the Helms course because they're competent, then they have the opportunity to switch that for one of the other courses that's on offer, which might be diesel engine or some kind of maintenance or self-build, self-fit out, because obviously sailaways are quite popular at the moment. So so we're partnering with them to do that. And I think it's something that we will continue in some format after the Crick Boat Show.
That's brilliant. Thank you so much for talking to me. I'll let you get on now.
All right, Lorna, well, I shall go and jump back in the virtual Crick Boat Show. Thank you this is my first opportunity to be in YouTube, and it's been great to meet you. I certainly enjoyed looking at your channel, and I shall follow that with interest. And if I can be of any help to you in any way, or any of your viewers, then please get in touch with us.
An online boat show is certainly a very different experience, and I know people are really looking forward to going back in person. I want to say that I really appreciate the effort that everybody has put into organising the event. I'll end the video by heading to the virtual beer tent and listening to a bit of the much loved Crick radio. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all again very, very soon. Bye for now.